Welcome. And so this is a short presentation where I'm just going to answer these three questions. Why scalp? What can you realistically expect from scalping? And how? How do you scalp? I'm not going to go into specifics. I'm just going to go and outline a little bit about what we do in the live trading room and effectively some of the methods that we use. Before I carry on, can I just do a quick sound check? Can you just type in the text box there if you can hear me clearly? Should be a text box there. You can just quickly chat. Just drop me a line. Is the sound quality okay? Hopefully you can see that. Good. Okay. Great. Let's get going. By all means, I'll ask any questions as we go along. I'm happy to either stop and just answer your questions, or if I don't answer them, I'll come back to them. So ask as many questions as you like. Obviously, the more questions you ask, the more you can get out of this. Okay, so that's going to be a short presentation, not going to take up too much time. Just want to answer these three questions. So let's get going. Whoops. Right, I've got the hang of it now. Disclaimer quickly, yep, all trading involves risk. You may lose more than your deposit. Trade management is uppermost in our minds. You know, we are there to make money, so we want to protect our trades, reduce our risk, and we're not just scalping. There are situations where we identify if we've got breakout situations, a breakout setup, and we will just we do what's called, we've got a free trade. So we get our stock to a break-even point and then just let it run. And then we've got specific methods for looking for targets as well. So this is all about precision trading. We want to really look at exactly where the big money is getting in and out, and we want to exploit that. So yeah, I've been trading since leaving school, and you can see from the photograph I've been around a while. Spent most of my career working with brokers and other financial institutions at Citi. I've been trading my own account. Well, I've been trading my own account since shortly after I left school. I've been a full-time trader for about 14 years. But this system, this method I'm about to show you, is the result of 12 years hard work. And you know, I spent a lot of money in the early days. I used to trade fundamental analysis because I've been trading a long time, and that's what you did then. And when I converted to technical analysis, technical trading, I invested a huge amount of money with, I had a mentor in the US and a mentor here in the UK for different markets. You know, I was taught to, I wanted to learn how to day trade and how to swing trade, so I did a lot of extensive research and training in that. But what you're about to see in the next sort of 15-20 minutes is the result of my own development. I think it's a method that I've spent that I used for a good few years, and then I converted it into a program for people like you. Okay, so, I mean, but this is so good. I've even got veteran traders, people who've been trading for quite some time, who've come onto Scalper School, and they absolutely love it. And I'm about to show you, one or two slides, the result of independent research done by one of our Scalper School graduates. There's not many slides, so I'm not going to bore you to death with slides, so don't worry about that. Let's just go through the basics, and then I will show you a few examples. I'll show you what I've done today as well, and we'll cover that so you can just see what we're up to. So why scalp? Well, the reason why I like scalping so much, and the reason why our members like it so much, is because we just cream off the best of the day, and we trade live in the Euro session, and then we have a chat room which covers targets and alerts for the US session. On days like today, where we've had US GDP, and where we have US monthly jobs and rate decisions, we do open the room for extra sessions as well. So you get a lot of my time and a lot of my support in Scalper School. It's a 77% success rate. Now that is not me plucking a figure out the air. That is one of our graduates who is a retired engineer who trades full time now, and he went off and took 9 months worth of data and came up. This was the statistic that came out of that, and I'll show you the summary that he wrote in a minute. So this is not me making, just plucking figures out of the air. This is actual results, actual lengthy hand back testing. And of course, he's been in the room for over a year now. So markets move, why scalp? Markets move sideways 80% of the time. If you look at, particularly over the last couple of months, we've had a very flat euro and pound, just been sort of moving in and out of a box. So that's great for scalping, because you can just, we're shorting at highs, shorting it daily on the way down, going with the daily trend, shorting all the way up, etc. And of course, if we get a breakout, then we will trade that accordingly. And if we get a big day, we have got a method for sitting in it and letting it run. So although the goal of this Scalper School is to look for a certain target, we do get runners as well, where when the market allows, when it's not moving sideways 80% of the time. So it's rules-based, which I think is absolutely critical. The method that we use, we insist on taking it every single time, and of course on the few percent that it doesn't work out, that's fine, because the higher percent that does work out, it can generate huge profits and potential. It's low risk because we're using relatively small stops, and once we get close to our target, we can ramp the stop right up to break even and then get out. So what we're saying here is, don't just, these markets are 80% of the time, they can be very volatile, can be dead in the water. So, rather than constantly trying to buy on the way up, and then it's constantly trying to wait for something to break out, I think you can kill your account if you're trying to look for breakouts, because these markets can get so set in their ways. But the bottom line is, really, it's the last thing on the list here. If you're getting 25 pips per trade, and in most days, I personally would walk away with something like 150 pips. I mean, today, for example, I've traded oil, DAX, and pound US dollar. So I've traded I've traded the Dow as well. I've traded 2 indices. I've traded 4 markets, 2 indices, oil and the pound, all with decent success, or some great success, some okay success, nonetheless success. So I've got my day's money from those 4 markets, and I'll quickly highlight how I've done that. So a few more slides, and then we'll talk about some more. So, but just want to emphasize that it's rules based. So we just stick to the rules. We've got a set way of setting up our charts. We've got a very specific criteria for entry. We have what we call anchor charts, which are looking at the core support and resistance and the core levels in the market. But we're looking for 25 pips a trade, and anything from normally 1 to 3 trades in a session. Where's that come from? So, yeah, the best part of the session, creaming off the volatility in the market and then walking away. So what can you expect from Scalper School? If you come into our live trading room, what can you actually expect? What sort of return can you expect? So here is, I think this was last week. This is a screenshot I grabbed from last week. So I've got 75 quid in the account there. That blue line is my entry. That's my stop. So you can see I was risking £31 to make 196. And at that particular point I did this screen dump, I had 25 pips in the account. So I'd reached my Scalper School target there and was just about to move my stop up to see if I could get my target up here. So that's one example. I did a couple of other examples, and then I'll show you my account as well. This was a good day. So this is all live account. Again, I think this was last week. This is the DAX coming off 12.9, and we have been up to what have we been up to? 13,100 this week. I can't remember the high anyway. At this point, I've got 33 pips on the account. I've got 100 quid at the moment on this particular trade. And I've got can you see that? I've got a 30 pence stop. So I'm break even. I've moved the stop on that. That blue line is what my broker puts on my chart when I have the live account up, and my target was 179. So that's that. I think I've got one more example, and then this was this US rates or non-farm payroll or something a couple of weeks back, and here you can see where are we? 33 pips on the account. £3.6. I'm risking £3.60 with my stop, so I obviously moved my stop up. You can see the blue lines up here. So I've got short right up here. So it's blasted up here it's blasted up at least 50 pips, if not more. I can tell from here, can't I? 687. It's gone up to about 690 from a low of 640. Okay, it's done about 50 pips. I've currently got 33.9 on this short. And I think I probably took it off after this. You can see it's just coming to a lot of support there. I think I've done this screen dump and then just taken it off after that, to be honest. But and here's some screenshots of my live account. So you've got 325, 101, 40. I've obviously moved the stop up there, trying to get a runner, and it's taken me out. And there's one loss there. So overall, I think that's a good £300 profit there on that account. And there's another one. So I've got minus 30, plus 480, minus 100, and then some other trades there. Right. Oh yes, this is the research conducted by Dan in our room, our Scalper School graduate. He took 9 months worth of data. Actually, I was going to say it took him 9 months. It took him a couple of weeks to do this. And this is the setup we trade. It's called an OTR. And this is one of the setups. We've actually got 1, 2, 3. We've got 5 trend setups and 3 reversals. But there's 2 core setups that we use, all our trades are based on, and then we have some other setups there to try and capture some of the bigger moves. So what's he said here? So on this particular example, he's back tested the DAX and the pound. On this particular setup, just this one setup that we use, he said there was 75% of them were winners, 22% of them were losers, and 3% were not trades that were not triggered by our system. And 67% of the 20 pip winners, the move travels 40 pips or more. So 2/3 of the trades actually go for 40 pips. So 2/3 of the 75% of the trades, sorry, I'm getting too technical, aren't I? Did more than 40 pips. Okay, that's not my words, that's Dan's study. All right, so that's enough of slides for now. Let's just have a quick look at, let me exit this. Let's go close that. Let's call up the charts. This is what my chart looked like today. This is the DAX. And so this is our system. You're getting a quick peek at how our system looks like. And so you can see this is the core aspect of our method. This is one core element that we introduce. And you can see when we finally get the breakdown here, we get a sell signal in this chart. When we finally get the breakdown, that is the target. Yeah, 13,200 was the high, wasn't it? I said 13.1. I've forgotten we'd shot up to 13.2. So this is what when you come into the live trading room, this is what you see on my chart. So we were trading this to the long side in the Euro session and trading it to the short side in the US session. So decent money. That was about, I think we got about 40 pips to the upside and about 120 to the downside today in that one. I also traded the pound. The pound was not very, it was okay, but nowhere near as lucrative. I actually traded this aspect here. Not on this particular chart, but one of our anchor chart, our other anchor chart, that I had a sell signal right at the high at 450. So I shorted 450 and took it off into this support. So I got that little move there as well. On the oil, that was good. Oil was nice. Oil trade. You can see how I've marked up oil today. Yeah, I took this push here. What did I trade? I traded it this morning, didn't I? Traded it late morning into. Whoops. Traded it late morning into this area here. I didn't get the short. I just. Why does that keep doing that? That's like somebody else is drawing on it. I can't get rid of it. Anyway, so I took this move up here, took it off. I took it a little bit too early. I didn't get the full push into 58.20, but took it off, and then it was sold off nicely. With OPEC meeting tomorrow, so that should be interesting for tomorrow. So I think that's my trading experience today. Where are we? Yeah, I did actually traded this to the short side here. Took a short around about the 9:30 mark and took it off on those lows, and now it's reversed. Okay, right. So I promised you it's going to be a short presentation. The Scalper School is running on this Saturday. So what happens is I take you right through the program from 9 AM till 2 PM on Saturday, and that gives you immediate access to the trading room. So it's the 2nd, and there's one on the 6th. So it's 9 AM to 2 PM Saturday. As soon as you have completed the program, you get a control sheet. You get a control sheet and a journal. And then what you get is 3 live trading, a minimum of 3 live trading sessions a week. You get an hour's education and scanning on Monday night at 7 PM Monday night in our room like this. 1 hour. Get access in the chat room. You can ask me anything during the week, and I post little educational videos during the week, and you also get daily videos and a complete comprehensive weekend analysis of all the levels that I'm interested in and getting ready to trade. Okay, so if you want to join us, if you want to take part and get these sorts of profits, then this is the link you need. You need to click the register now and fill in the page. And then once you've done that, submit, and then click the PayPal button to pay by direct debit, debit card or credit cards. It's £575, which includes the program, which includes all the support you get during the week and the videos. You get a month in the room for that money as well. So you've got a minimum of 12 sessions. Most months it's at least 15 sessions, live sessions, 5 days a week in the chat room, daily videos, and of course the program. Any questions? So there are places for this Saturday. Sign up, join us, take part in some of these really nice volatile markets, and come and join us. Any questions? Anybody want to ask anything about the program, about the room we run, about some of the things I've just talked about? Anything? Gone through it quite quick. Gone through the presentation quite quickly. But all you need to know is that you know, it's a very simple system, very fixed. No, the reason why I don't allow anybody in the trading room is because we're trading a fixed system. There's no point you coming in the trading room unless you've done the program, because you won't know what we're doing. So that's why I don't let people coming in the trading room. That's why I show you my account, so that you can see what we get up to. You can see the results, the actual live results, not any sort of rubbish that I've concocted or anything. So, you know, you just got to look at what I've shown you, look at the results I get, and sign up, basically. What are the trading room times? Okay, so obviously you get the trading room as part of the program cost for the month. If you want to continue with the room after that, it's £95 a month. If you want to continue with the room after that. Yeah, so it's £5.75 for the program, including a month, and then £95 a month after that. Okay, so you should be making up the £575 fee. You should be, depending on the size of your account, you should be making that up in a week or two, depending. You know, obviously, if you've got an account that's say £1,000, you should, and you are trading even £2 or £3 a point, you should be making that up potentially in the first week, depending on how volatile the market is in that first week. Let me just but there, you know, this is the sort of thing you can expect. The DAX is very volatile at the moment, and you know, we've been getting some good moves out of the DAX, and here we are just buying the dip. Any other questions? We can help you. Also included in the program is how we set our charts up. I can just quickly show you my other screen, I think. Let me just quickly zip the screen over. So this is our sort of anchor chart system. If I show you the pound on this particular chart, you will see exactly why we were shorting at that resistance level, 450. So although we are scalping and just after a daily income, I do talk about longer term trades and intra-week trades within this, so that you are able to make a decision whether you want to buy or sell some longer term, near-term contracts to boost your account. What we often do is trading room time. Sorry, I'm in the room about 7:45, 7:50 a.m. in the morning, and before 8 o'clock you'll see me. What's that? There's some really weird things going on in this. Don't know where that line's come from. You'll see me mark up the charts between 7:45 and 8 a.m. with the sound off, and then I've got no idea what's going on. Why is somebody doing that? And So we're trading, live trading from 8 a.m. when the market's open, London opens, to 9:30, 10 o'clock. We do sometimes close the room. This morning, for example, we closed the room at about 9:15, and then I opened it up for the US GDP at 1:30. So it's normally active from 8 a.m. till 9:30, 10 o'clock, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Monday night it's the educational roundtable session and scanning, and then you get daily videos. But all the time there is a chat room running with traders discussing trades and trade ideas, which I'm participating in during the week. Let me just put that back. Okay. Any other questions? Let's see what the Dow's doing. Okay, so the Dow's pulled into some support and is buying. Yesterday I took 50 pips out of the pound just happened to be in my training room late yesterday when this was popping off. I actually shorted it. I missed the initial pop and then shorted it right back down to support, so that was interesting. Okay, right, no more questions coming in, so I'll assume you haven't got any more questions. Like I said, the next one is on Saturday, so we're all primed to go through the program on Saturday, and you are very welcome to join us. I don't know where my logo's gone, never mind. And let me see, I'll show you some other trades. Okay, here's some other trades. This is from week 46, so that's 2 weeks back. Bought the, what's this? This is the Dow. Bought the Dow down here at 34. We're looking for an exit up at 64. Yeah, we're just coming into the target just before I did that screen grab. That was 50 quid. 160 quid on that one. That is Dow again. Nice move, very, very nice move. This was a few quid on the pound US dollar. That must have been a couple of weeks back. And there you go. Right, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to close up now as there's no more questions coming in. Plenty of time to ask me questions. I'm available as a phone number on the website, or I can give you a phone number now. Come ask me any questions, drop me an email from the website, and yeah, let's see you on Saturday. Let's get you in the room. All right, thanks very much, and I'll close the room now and hope to see you again. Bye for now.